I'm writing this book, Do You Want to Be Right or Rich? To document the process of proving and testing this theory I have that anyone can be rich if you're willing to give up being right. For decades, I've had so many financial opportunities, and some of them worked, some of them panned out, some of them didn't pan out. And after I analyzed each of them, I saw over and over again the same theme. I was looking to be right more than I was looking to be rich. And for the sake of this experiment, I want to define rich. I'm not meaning wealthy as in $5 million dollars of net wealth on paper or in assets with a very average monthly income. What I'm defining rich as is a high monthly income after business expenses. So high taxed monthly income. So I went online and I used chat to examine what would be an average amount of money anyone in any country. And again, the amount will be based on that particular country. But I came up with a figure that's roughly stated at 3 to 5 times the average annual household income. So I live in Canada. So the average household income in Canada is somewhere, depending on the year, but roughly $80,000 to $100,000 right now is the average total household income before taxes. So that would be $6,500 to $8,500 a month. So let's just call it $7,000 a month. So 3 to 5 timesing that in Canada would mean somewhere around $21,000 to $35,000, or so let's say $28,000, for example, roughly would definitely give a person the status of being rich. Rich meaning they can vacation where they want, how they want, they can buy the toys, buy the place they want, they can do nice things. You're not having to think about money. So I'm doing this experiment where I'm going to prove using myself as a guinea pig that I can take a modality. I'm going to be doing it with network marketing. I joined this network marketing company, love the products, and I'm going to prove that I can. Now I'm going to raise the bar a bit, and I'm going to go to about 35,000 months Canadian. I will have proved this concept when I've raised my monthly income to $35,000 a month Canadian, or 25,000 US a month, through using this after all expenses, taxed income. And so my goal is 35,000 Canadian a month. That will qualify me, in, for the sake of this experiment, as I am rich, and I'm going to prove that I can do this. And I'm going to prove this because, first and foremost, for me, because I've always felt like I could earn a lot of money consistently, but I've been plagued with inconsistent income. I get really honest, it's because I wanted to be right more than I wanted to be rich. I know that's true of myself. And I don't just see this in this area of my life. I see it across many areas of my life. I've often wanted to be right. Ego stuff more than I wanted, whether it was to be fit, to have a loving relationship, fill in the blank, every area of life, to have peace of mind. I don't know why, but I always wanted to be right more than I wanted other things in life. And that's why some of those things eluded me. So I'm doing this as a social experiment using myself as a guinea pig. And if you're watching this channel, for context, I'm going to pin this video to the top to understand what you're seeing. I'll be dropping videos with like a title. I'm going to turn these into chapters for the book as I go, and the book will release later on in 2026. But the purpose of this is to prove that anyone can be rich, as in anyone in their given country can triple to quintuple, so 3 to 5x, 3x to 5x, the average annual income of that country, and therefore, for the sake of this definition, be rich. I believe everybody can be rich if they're willing to give up being right. And I'm saying this from my experience. So I'm going to put myself out there because I think this is absolutely, I know this is absolutely worthwhile. And I know that I can do this. I just turned 50, and it's time to give up needing to be right, because there's many years that I was right and I was still, maybe not broke, but I was still lacking the financial abundance I longed for. So in the end, did being right do me any good in the end? Stroke my ego. Stroke my ego. That's about it. So welcome to Do You Want to Be Right or Rich? My name is Amos Bracewell, and we're going to have some fun with this.